Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. One great thing about home cooking is that you can cook almost anything that you would like at any time you want without any restrictions. And the reason is that whatever that comes to your mind, if you have the right cooking system, you will be able to execute it. And in this video, I'm going to demonstrate to you how having a system is really important, no matter what system that you have. Of course, in my case, my system is the fast cooking system. And the four attributes of the fast cooking system is flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. And my friend Indu was recently visited Sri Lanka, where she was originally from. And she told me that she eat a dish which is a curry cuttlefish. Now, I love cuttlefish, but I never had curry cuttlefish before. So I become very interested. After she described to me, I decided I'm going to give it a try. Now, I always have some cuttlefish on hand. I usually purchase them from an Asian supermarket in Chicago. They come not frozen. So what I normally do is that I would freeze them in small portion size in a Ziploc sandwich bag. This is the portion size that I would normally cook. So this provides me with cuttlefish anytime I want. All I have to do is to take it out from the freezer and put it in a bowl of lukewarm water, and it will be thawed out in about 10 to 15 minutes. This particular type of cuttlefish is frequently known as baby cuttlefish. They are relatively small. But the wonderful thing is that they're already clean, so they're ready to be cooked almost right away. This is the advantage of advanced prepping. And by advanced prepping different kind of proteins, you can have almost any protein that you would like and in the portion that you preferred. To flavor the dish, I found this butter chicken simmer sauce in my refrigerator. I had it for a little while, and I thought this might be a good way to use it to flavor the cuttlefish. So I took it out and I decided that I would like to add something else with it. I had some tomato, a diced tomato, which I used not too long ago for my taco dinner, and I think this would be a good way for me to combine them. Well, this is a good example of template-based cooking. Stir-frying the cuttlefish is a template that I'm familiar with, and I have using many different seasoning strategies. And I think this one, even though I have never tried before, I believe it will turn out fine. This cuttlefish stir-fry template is very simple. I first shallow fry the cuttlefish in a small amount of oil in my Cuisinart 14-inch stainless steel wok. I'm going to first coat the cuttlefish with cornstarch. This will keep the cuttlefish dry, and also when I stir fry it, it will keep the cuttlefish nice tender and prevent it from overcooking. The method can be used for many different types of seafood, shrimp, scallop, all work extremely well. Similar to squid, cuttlefish could be difficult to cook because they can be easily overcooked. Coating them with cornstarch or any other type of starch that is similar to cornstarch, such as arrowroot or tapioca starch, is an effective way to prevent the cuttlefish from overcooking because the starch forms a barrier from the heat, and therefore the heat penetration are more gentle, and the end result, you will have much better luck with the cuttlefish than if you just fried it directly in hot oil. Coating the cuttlefish with cornstarch also will prevent spattering because after you thaw out the cuttlefish, they usually have a lot of moisture associated with it, and just the way the nature is. When you coat them with cornstarch, the cornstarch absorbs the water, and so when you put it into the wok, the spattering still will be there, but it is very much reduced. Now here I use a pair of tongs to turn the cuttlefish over quickly. As you can see how quickly it cooks, because you can see the shape change of the cuttlefish. Now this is where experience will come, and you know that once the cuttlefish start to change shape, it is cooking very rapidly, and this is the time you need to decide how long you want to cook them. And the nice thing about using a pair of tongs, you can control each individual pieces and you can turn them as you would like. Cooking the cuttlefish really takes a matter of seconds. And now the cuttlefish is probably, in my opinion, is about 60 to 70% done. And next, I add about 1 cup of asparagus to the wok. Adding the asparagus is important because the asparagus will reduce the oil temperature and therefore it reduces the cuttlefish from being cooked too quickly. And the slowness of cooking the cuttlefish will guarantee that they will not be overcooked and they will come to the texture that is most likely just exactly how I like them. The asparagus cook very quickly and by now it's almost done. The next step is I will add the diced tomato to the wok. I have drained the fluid from the diced tomato. It is important that you keep the diced tomato as dry as possible because when you have too much fluid, it's going to dilute the flavor of the asparagus as well as the cuttlefish. And now the dish is essentially done. I shut off the heat. The final step is to add the butter chicken simmer sauce. Adding the sauce at the end of the stir-frying process is the best way to flavor the dish because this will be the true representation of what the dish tastes like. If you add the sauce too early, the sauce might combine with other flavor in the dish and it will change the flavor of the sauce. By adding it to the end, you know exactly what it tastes like. After doing a quick taste test, it seemed to be pretty much the way how I like it. Now it is important to do taste tests all the time because each time when you do taste tests, it will allow you to gain more experience of how the flavor characteristic of the sauce is like. And of course, the sauce will interact with different food ingredients differently and you might make adjustment accordingly after you do the taste test. Taste test to me is a significant aspect of flavor chasing. Because through taste tests, you will constantly modify the flavor of your dish, making improvements as well as making adjustments to fit your preference. Now this dish is very quick to cook. It takes only about 5 minutes. And as you can see, the cuttlefish takes no time to cook. And so this is a great dish when you want something quick. On the surface, this dish seems to be very simple, quick and easy to cook. However, simplicity does not mean the lack of sophistication. This in many ways is a very sophisticated dish because it uses ingredients in a very novel way. This allows me to explore the interaction between the butter simmer sauce and the diced tomato with chili. The end result is that it is a unique combination that I have never tried before. To me, this is the advantage of template-based cooking versus recipe-based cooking. With template-based cooking, you can take whatever that you have available in your kitchen cupboard and your refrigerator, and you can combine them in novel ways that you might not have tried before. But since you already have it, and based on your intuition as well as your past experience, this might come out to be a perfect combination. In this case, this dish is a good example to demonstrate how I use a novel approach in using old ingredients that I already have and using an existing template to create an entirely new dish that I have never had before. Please feel free to write me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding this video or any other video I have posted in the past. If you'd like to learn more about my fast cooking system and how to use it to make home cooking as part of your daily routine with practicality, efficiency, creativity, and fun, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. I post a video each day to chronicle my home cooking to demonstrate to you that you can create amazing and interesting dish every single night. And so keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.